Hello everybody and good morning. Thank you for joining me again. My name is Michael. We are continuing in the Word of God through the book of Joshua. Apologize about the last couple of days. Tuesday, my wife had to go do a couple things for a job she was working on getting on, which means I had to go and work late. That's why I was up at my morning time. Excuse me. And then yesterday, because of Tuesday, I forgot to turn my alarms back on. So I overslept and didn't wake up until 6:30 and then had to rush out the door again. So apologizes again, but here we are. Chapter 21. We're going to do chapters 21, 22 this morning. And then we will be able to finish up the remaining amount for 23 and 24 tomorrow. 21 and 22 are actually extremely long chapters. Let's see, what time is it? Let's see, 4:43. Let's see how much time we have. Because they are pretty long chapters in regards to the last two chapters. So we'll see exactly how far we get along. Aiming for 21 and 22. But that is like 4 pages. Almost worth reading. So we'll see. But anyways, we'll go ahead and get started. Again, 21. This is the cities and pasture lands allotted to the Levi tribe. Then the heads of the father houses of the Levites came to Eleazar the priest and to Joshua the son of Nun, and to the heads of the fathers' houses of the tribes of the people of Israel. And they said to them at Shiloh in the land of Canaan, the Lord commanded through Moses that we be given cities to dwell in, along with the pasture lands for our stocks. So by command of the Lord of the people of Israel gave to the Levites the following cities and pasture lands out of their inheritance. The lot came out for the clans of the Kohathites to those Levites who were descendants of Aaron. The priests received by lot from the tribes of Judah, Simeon, and Benjamin, 13 cities. And the rest of the Kohathites received by lots from the clans of the tribe of Ephraim, from the tribe of Dan, and the half-tribe of Manasseh, 10 cities. The Gershonites received by lot from the clans of the tribe of Issachar, and from the tribe of Asher, and from the tribe of Naphtali, and from the half-tribe of Manasseh in Bashan, 13 cities. Excuse me. The Merarites, according to their clans, received from the tribe of Reuben, the tribe of Gad, and the tribe of Zebulun, 12 cities. These cities and their pasture lands of Israel gave by lot to the Levites, as the Lord had commanded through Moses. Out of the tribe of people of Judah and the tribe of the people of Simeon, they gave the following cities mentioned by name. Which went to the descendants of Aaron, one of the clans of the Kohathites who belonged to the people of Levi, since the lot fell to them first. Excuse me. Not an easy time this morning. And the let's see here. Which went to the descendants of Aaron, one of the clans of the Kohathites who belonged to the people of Levi, since the lot fell to them first. They gave them Kiriath Arba, Arba being the father of Anak, that is Hebron, in the hill country of Judah, along with the pasture lands around it. But the fields of the city and its villages had been given to Caleb the son of Jephunneh as his possession. And to the descendants of Aaron, the priests, they gave Hebron, the city of refuge from the manslayer, with its pasture lands, Libnah with its pasture lands, Yatir with its pasture lands, Eshtemoa with its pasture lands, Holon with its pasture lands, Debir with its pasture lands, Ain with its pasture lands, Juttah with its pasture lands, Beth Shemesh with its pasture lands. 9 cities out of these 12 out of these two tribes. Then out of the tribe of Benjamin, Gibeon with its pasture lands, Jeba with its pasture lands, and Anathoth with its pasture lands, and Almon with its pasture lands. 4 cities, the cities of the descendants of Aaron. The priests were in all 13 cities with their pasture lands. As to the rest of the Kohathites belonging to the Kohathite clans of the Levites, the cities allotted to them were out of the tribe of Ephraim. To them were given Shechem, the city of refuge for the manslayer, with its pasture lands in the hill country of Ephraim, Gezer with its pasture lands, Gibzaim with its pasture lands, Beth Horon with it and its pasture lands, 4 cities. And out of the tribe of Dan, Elteek with its pasture lands, Gibbethon with its pasture lands, Aijalon with its pasture lands, Gath-Rimmon with its pasture lands, 4 cities. And out of the half-tribe of Manasseh, Tanakh with its pasture lands, the Gath-Rimmon with its pasture lands, 2 cities. The cities of the clans of the rest of the Kohathites were in 10 in all with their pasture lands. And to the Gershonites, one of the clans of the Levites, were given out of the half-tribe of Manasseh, Golan and Bashan with its pasture lands, the city of refuge for the manslayer, and Beeshterah with its pasture lands, 2 cities. And out of the tribe of Ishkar, Kishan with its pasture lands, Debereth with its pasture lands, Jarmuth with its pasture lands, and Ganim with its pasture lands, 4 cities. And out of the tribe of Asher, Mishal and its pasture lands, Abdon with its pasture lands, Hilkath and with its pasture lands, and Rehob with its pasture lands, 4 cities. And out of the tribe of Naphtali, Kadesh and Galilee with its pasture lands, the city of refuge from the manslayer, Hamath Duor with its pasture lands, and Kartan with its pasture lands, 3 cities. The cities of the several clans of the Gershonites were in all 13 cities with their pasture lands. And to the rest of the Levites, the Merarite clans, were given out of the tribe of Zebulun, Jokneam with its pasture lands, Karta with its pasture lands, and Dimnah with its pasture lands, Nahalal with its pasture lands, 4 cities. And out of the tribe of Reuben, Bezir with its pasture lands, Jahaz with its pasture lands, Kedmoth with its pasture lands, and Mathoth with its pasture lands, 4 cities. And out of the tribe of Gad, Ramoth and Gilead with its pasture lands, the city of refuge for the manslayer, Mahanaim with its pasture lands, Heshbon with its pasture lands, Jazer with its pasture lands, 4 cities in all. As for the cities of the several Merarite clans, that is, the remainder of the clans of the Levites, those allotted to them were in all 12 cities. The cities of the Levites in the midst of the possession of the people of Israel were in all 48 cities with their pasture lands. These cities each had its pasture lands around it, so it was with all these cities. Thus the Lord gave to Israel all the land that he had swore to give their fathers, and they took possession of it, and they settled there. And the Lord gave them rest on every side, just as he had sworn to their fathers. Not one of their enemies had withstood them, for the Lord had given all their enemies into their hands. Not one word of all the good promises that the Lord had made to the house of Israel had failed. All came to pass. So there you have the promise completion from when God had promised Abraham to make him into a nation of many. And this is still just the start of it. Like, really just the grand scheme of just the start of it. They still blossom out so much. And it gets spread all around the world. But that's more. Yeah, anyways, we'll get to that point at some point too. Now chapter 22. What time is it? Let's see here. I should be able to get that done. About the same amount. At that time, So chapter 22, the eastern tribes return home. At that time Joshua summoned the Reubenites and the Gadites and the half-tribe of Manasseh and said to them, You have kept all that Moses the servant of the Lord commanded you, and have obeyed my voice in all that I have commanded you. You have not forsaken your brothers these many days. Down to this day you have been careful to keep the charge of the Lord your God. Sorry. Sorry. Just not having a very easy morning this morning. Excuse me. Continuing from verse 4. And now the Lord your God... hold on, I can't see. Eyes shutting. And now the Lord your God has given rest to your brothers, as he promised them. Therefore turn and go to your tents in the land where the possession lies, which Moses and the servant of the Lord gave you on the other side of the Jordan. Only be very careful to observe the commandment and the law that Moses the servant of the Lord commanded you, to love the Lord your God, and to walk in all his ways, and to keep his commandments, and to cling to him, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul. So Joshua blessed them and sent them away, and they went to their tents. Now to the one half of the tribe of Manasseh Moses had given a possession in Bashan, but to the other half of Joshua had given a possession beside their brothers in the land west of the Jordan. And when Joshua sent them away to their homes and blessed them, he said to them, Go back to your tents, and with much wealth, and with very much livestock, with silver, gold, bronze, and iron, and with much clothing. Divide the spoil of your enemies with your brothers. So the people of Reuben and the people of Gad and the half-tribe of Manasseh returned home, parting from the people of Israel at Shiloh, which is in the land of Canaan, to go to the land of Gilead, their own land, of which they had possessed themselves by command of the Lord through Moses. Verse 10, the eastern tribes, altar of witnesses, or altar of witness. And when they came to the region of the Jordan that is in the land of Canaan, the people of Reuben and the people of Gad and the half-tribe of Manasseh built there an altar by the Jordan. An imposing size, the people of Israel heard it, said, Behold, the people of Reuben and the people of Gad and the half-tribe of Manasseh have built the altar at the frontier of the land of Canaan, in the region about the Jordan, on the side that belongs to the people of Israel. And when the people of Israel heard about it, the whole assembly of the people of Israel gathered at Shiloh to make war against them. Then the people of Israel sent to the people of Reuben and the people of Gad and the half-tribe of Manasseh in the land of Gilead, Phinehas, the son of Eleazar the priest, and with him 10 chiefs, one from each of the tribal families of Israel, every one of them the head of the family among the clans of Israel. And they came to the people of Reuben, the people of Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh, and the land of Gilead. They said to them, Thus says the whole congregation of the Lord. What is this breach of faith that you have committed against the God of Israel, and turning away this day from following the Lord by building yourselves an altar this day in the rebellion against the Lord? Have we not had enough of the sin at Peor, from which even yet we have not cleansed ourselves, or for which there were a plague among the congregation of the Lord, that you too must turn away this day from following the Lord? And if you too rebel against the Lord today, then tomorrow he will be angry with the whole congregation of Israel. But now, if the land of your possession is unclean, pass over into the Lord's land where the Lord's tabernacle stands, and take for yourselves a possession among us. Only do not rebel against the Lord, or make us as rebels by building for yourselves an altar other than the altar of the Lord our God. Do not Achan the son of Zerah break faith in the matter of the devoted things, and wrath fell upon all the congregation of Israel. And he did not perish alone for his iniquity. Then the people of Reuben Sorry. Then the people of Reuben, the people of Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh said, in answer to the heads of the families of Israel, the mighty one, God the Lord, the mighty one, God the Lord, he knows. And let Israel itself know. It is if it was in rebellion or in breach of faith against the Lord, do not spare us today, for building an altar to turn away from following the Lord. Or if we did so, to offer burnt offerings, or grain offerings, or peace offerings on it, may the Lord himself take vengeance. No, but we did it from afar, from fear that in time to come your children might say to our Lord, what have you to do with the Lord, the God of Israel? For the Lord has made the Jordan a boundary between us and you, you people of Reuben and you people of Gad. You have no portion in the Lord. So your children might make our children cease to worship the Lord. Therefore we said, let us now build an altar, not for burnt offerings nor for sacrifice, but to be a witness between us and you, and between our generations after us, that we do perform the service of the Lord in his presence with our burnt offerings and sacrifices and peace offerings. So your children will not say to our children in time to come, you have no portion in the Lord. And we thought, if this should be said to us or to our descendants in time to come, we should say, behold, the copy of the altar of the Lord, which our fathers made, not for burnt offerings nor for sacrifice, but to be a witness between us and you. Far be it from us that we should rebel against the Lord, and turn away this day from the following the Lord by building an altar for burnt offerings, grain offerings, or sacrifice, other than the altar of the Lord, our God, that stands before his tabernacle. When Phinehas the priest and the chiefs of the congregation, the heads of the families of Israel who were with him, heard the words that the people of Reuben and the people of Gad and the people of Manasseh spoke, it was good in their eyes. And Phinehas the son of Eleazar the priest said to the people of Reuben and the people of Gad and the people of Manasseh, today we know that the Lord is in our midst, because you have not committed this breach of faith against the Lord. Now you have delivered the people of Israel from the hand of the Lord. Then Phinehas the son of Eleazar the priest and the chiefs returned from the people of Reuben and the people of Gad in the land of Gilead to the land of Canaan, to the people of Israel, and brought back word to them. And the report was good in the eyes of the people of Israel. And the people of Israel blessed God, and spoke no more of making war against them to destroy the land where the people of Reuben and the people of Gad were settled. The people of Reuben and the people of Gad called the altar Witness, for they said, it is a witness between us that the Lord is God. All right, so we'll go ahead and stop there. Chapters 23 and 24 tomorrow, and that will finish the book of Joshua. Sorry about whatever's going on up in here. I do not know why I can't stop coughing. But yes, we're continuing on, and then the book of Judges will be our next book going forward. Again, thank you very much for joining me. I love you all. God bless you. Hope you have a wonderful week. I forgot to get to work. Have a wonderful day.